Today, I'm going to be sharing with you what is stopping you from hitting the next level. What is stopping you? Maybe you're putting in that time, you're putting the energy, you're putting in the work to achieve your goals, whatever that is, to take your business to the next level, to hit the next level in your income, to maybe heal your marriage, or maybe find the one and call in the love of your life. And you're doing the work, but you are not seeing the results. It can be really frustrating. So I have 3 points of what is actually blocking you from hitting that next level. So are you ready? Let's get to it. So one thing I want to start with is that you cannot get there from here. You cannot get there where you want to be in your career and money and love from here. Meaning by being who you are, by doing what you're doing right here, right now. Because you see, everything you have done, the time and energy you have spent to achieve the life that you have now, whether you did that consciously or unconsciously, everything you have done has created the experience you're in now, and it has served you well to bring you here. But it requires another version of you, the next level of you, go on a higher level in your mind, body, and soul in order to achieve what it is you want. And especially if you're struggling, I know a few people who are struggling with their careers, and people come to me all the time. It's like, I can't figure out what I'm meant to do. And I often say it's because you cannot find the solution in the problem. And when you're in the problem, meaning when you're in the vibration and all you can think about is the problem and I can't get out of it, I can't figure it out, it's not possible for me. When you are in the vibration of the problem, of fear, of worry, of doubt, of confusion, it's out of alignment to the solution. So the problem and often is low vibrating, and the solution is of a different vibration. So the problem, as I said, if it's of lack, of fear, of worry, of doubt, but what it is that you want is what you believe and what we all strive for. And really the reason we want what we want is because we think we're going to feel better. We're going to feel joy. We're going to feel love. We're going to feel happiness. We're going to feel freedom. And that's a disconnect. So if you are watching this on YouTube with me right now, there's a disconnect. There's 2 different vibrations. And so that's why the solution is never found in the problem. So what do you do, right? So what do you do if you want to get out of that? So I have 3 tips here, or really 3 steps of how to start shifting out of that so that you are aligning to the solution. You are aligning to the life you want, to actually holding and embodying the tangibles and experiencing the physical experience of what it is you are aiming for. So I hope this is making sense. Let me know in the comments below if this is making sense. And so in order to get to the next level it requires a new version of you. It requires a higher level of you, a higher level on 3 levels. A higher being of you in 3 levels. So I'm going to offer these 3 steps here, and maybe it's one of these areas that need tweaking, but often in my experience with coaching my clients, it's an alignment of all of these. It's a bit of each, and bringing that mind, body, and soul into alignment, your mental body, physical, your emotional, your spiritual bodies, all into alignment. And when you are living from that place, what I call living from your light, living from that true vibration of who you are, when all 4 beings of you are in alignment, you are living your light. And when you are living your light, you are in that true vibration, and everything is vibration. Everything is energy will match that energy. So when you are living your lights, living in your light, your true vibration, everything around you, your physical experiences reorganize and matches that energy matches your energy. So if you want to change your external world, you need to change your internal world. And that is what I see to be 111% true all the time. So here are 3 steps to where to begin with this. I mean, this is work that I do with my clients over a 6-month period, and I'm just offering these tools because it's powerful and it'll start the work for you. Or maybe you will gain a new insight that you can take forward, and that is great. And I want to hear that. So make sure to let me know in the comments, in the reviews, how this works for you. So number 1, what is stopping you from hitting the next level is your mindset. Your mindset. You are carrying a belief that actually matches the exact situation that you are in. You are carrying a belief that matches the experience that you are in right now. So, for example, if you are struggling with money, there is a limiting belief that you hold that matches that experience of money coming in and out, of always struggling with money. Maybe that limiting belief may be that there's never enough. Money always comes and goes. I can't afford that. Well, with that mindset and with that belief, and a belief is just a thought repeated over time, becomes a belief. That becomes our operating system. And then everything around that matches that belief. And I know this to be true because when I look at money was something that I have been working on, and it's something I'm passionate about with supporting my clients with, because I have shifted from a place of not having enough. So I'm speaking from experience of always struggling with money, of, working my arse off and never still having enough, especially in my dancer days. I remember having like 4 or 5 jobs and I was making pretty decent money, but I never had enough. And it always came down to a limiting belief that I was holding, that no matter how hard you work, you'll never have enough. I had this limiting belief, I'll never have enough, and that money comes and goes. So I would get a lot of jobs for auditions, for commercials, for music videos. When I was dancing for Raptors, a lot of opportunities all at the same time, and get a lot of money coming in at the same time, and then money going out all at the same time. And that matched my experience. So that belief, once I investigated this and did the inner work, I uncovered that I had a limiting belief that money comes and goes. I believe that it will never stay, and that when you receive it in spurts, it'll go in spurts. And that belief matched my experience. So if you want to change your experience, you need to change your belief. So you need to have a higher level of thinking to experience a higher level physical experience of what it is you want, of the next level of money, for calling in the one in your life, and not just calling in, living and being with the love of your life. And so if you feel like you've been doing the work for a long time and it's just not showing up for you, it'll be worth doing the investigating of what are the thoughts that you hold. And I have an exercise for you to help uncover the thoughts that you hold. I also have a free training called What Lies Beneath. You can go to my site, goddessofwisdom.ca, to get that free training now. And I'll leave that in the comments below, in the description below, so you can access that. So if you want to experience a higher level vibration experience, you need to have thoughts that match that. So step number 2 is then taking a look at your behaviors. What are you doing that is keeping you stuck right now? Whatever behavior and patterns and habits that you have got you here right now. And let me tell you, they served you well, because it helped you become a hard worker. It helped you achieve the success you do have. It helped you, fine-tune those skills of being a hard worker, maybe being a perfectionist has served you well to bring you to where you are here. But that habit, that behavior can only take you so far, and may actually be a detriment to the next level. And that's where the next work will have to come, to start shedding the ego and the habits created from the ego. I'm going to give an example of this. For me, it was for relationships. So there was a time before I met my husband where I kept finding unavailable men and kept finding myself in dead-end relationships. And this all came because of, once I did the work, and I worked with a Reiki master at the time, I uncovered that my behavior was coming from a limiting belief, and also from this agreement that I set with myself to never get hurt again. And so I made an agreement with myself that I'm never going to allow myself to feel what I felt, that pain from one of my past experiences. I'm not going to allow myself to go there. So I set this agreement with myself unconsciously, and that affected my behaviors and my choices of who I was going to date and the relationships I was going to get into. So that behavior served me well to protect me from getting hurt, but it didn't serve me well when I was ready to find that deep, meaningful, stable relationship. And when I did the work and I uncovered that soul agreement underneath, and that's what I do with my clients, is these unconscious agreements that we set with ourselves and with someone else. Once we break that pattern, once we break that agreement, we change the pattern, and then we call in different experiences. And once I broke that agreement with myself, within 3 months, I found my now husband. So that's one thing I wanted to offer there. And the third thing is taking a look at your state of being. Who are you being right here, right now? How are you feeling? What is the energy that you are riding on? What is the wave of energy that you're riding on? What is the frequency that you are riding on right now? Is it one of lack? Is it one of worry? Is it one of feeling the absence of your desire not here? Is it one of unworthiness? Whatever it is, your state of being is calling in your experiences right now. And I like looking at it. There's so many ways to tune in to see what is your state of being. Meaning, taking a look at your house, taking a look at your bank account, taking a look at your relationships around you. Excuse me. If you want, and I love that quote, if you want to see who you are, look at the top 5 people you hang around with, and it'll reflect who you are being. And so when I say about looking at your money and looking at houses, for me, when I look at my bank account, every time I'm in a state of creativity, of flow, of expansion, my bank account reflects that. And when I'm in a state of worry, of lack, of doubt, of being stressed, of being overwhelmed, my bank account reflects that as well. So take a look at your outside experiences and see how that is reflecting your being, and vice versa, right? Who you are being right now is reflected in your external experience with the people you hang around with, your bank account, how your house looks. Is it tidy or is it messy, right? Often the external reflects what's going on in the internal world. So what do you do with all of this? The mindset, the behavior, your state of being. How do you even get to knowing how to start changing this? So pull out your pen and paper right now, your journal, and I have some questions for reflection for you. I have 4 questions for you. So question number 1, well, first of all, this is the first step. So first step for you is, what is it that you want to have? What is that end result? What is that goal that you want? Do you want to achieve X amount of dollars? Do you want to find love of your life? Do you want to be in your dream job? Whatever that is, I want you to write that on the top of the page. And then the first question I want you to ask yourself is, when you achieve that, how would you think? What would be your mindset? Just jot down the thoughts. How do you think you'll be thinking when you achieve that? Number 2, how will you act? What would be your behaviors? What would be your habits then? Would you take more time for yourself? Will you be going on vacations? Will you be going on more walks? What would you be doing when you achieve that thing you want? Number 3, how would you feel? what would be the energy that you would embody, you be experiencing? What would be the emotions? How do you think you'd be feeling when you achieve that thing? Happier, freer, full of joy, feel free? I want you to write that down now. Put yourself in the future. How do you think you're going to feel? And ultimately, to wrap it all up, who do you think you're going to be when you get there? Who do you think you're going to be when you get there? And what do you think is the most important out of all of those questions? Who are you going to be? How are you going to feel? Because everything is energy. Everything's a reflection of your energy field, of your state of being. And so if you can start being that now, that end result now, embodying it now, taking one small step towards that, or maybe today just having that awareness, or just having one new insight is enough of all you need right now. And when you're ready, start taking steps towards being that now. Because really, in order to bring it in now and making it happen, you need to stop seeing it in the future and stop feeling it now and embodying it now. So if you're ready to get to the next level, then let's get to the next level. Do these questions, comment, and let me know below how this worked for you. And if you're ready to go further, I'm offering introductory sessions. Just go to my site, goddessofwisdom.ca, where we're going to get clear. We'll meet one-on-one, and these are for people who are ready to invest in themselves financially, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, to go to the next level. And I have done the work. I have a powerful set of tools to help you bulldoze through those blocks to get to the next level in your career. If you are ready to reach the next level you and finally achieve the life you always hope to be possible, then go ahead and book a call, and I look forward to meeting with you. Otherwise, thank you so much for listening. If any of this resonates, please be sure to like, comment, and share, and let me know how this worked for you. Sending you so much love and light. Here's to the next level.